Travel east from Frosthaven, passing over the frozen wastes and into the white firewood, hoping to sort out the mystery of the wandering mechanical beings reported by Satha's scouts. You've heard of such contraptions before, but no one in the north seems capable of building such things. There's no place for delicate machinery up here, not where the air peels your heat away and frost can lock your weapons tight in its scabbard. Surely the scouts must have been mistaken. But machines aside, there are other sorts of creatures that do thrive in this climate, and one of them just dashed across your trail. Wild hounds. You've been so occupied by your thoughts that you didn't notice them until just now, and there's movement all around you. An entire pack is stalking you, and now they're closing in like a vice. Your position is terrible. It's too narrow in the forest for a close fight. There is hardly enough light to see by. You need to get out of here, so you run. The trail is thick with roots and stones and fallen trees. Still, you run, and the wolves give chase. Much more adept at moving through these woods than your group. Their shadows flicker between the thick brush, and their snarls are close. Suddenly, the ground gives way underneath you, and you plunge into a dark pit. You'll need to find a way out, with the wolves tight on your trail. You stumble upon a small, long-buried chest of coins dislodged by the sinkhole. You manage to pry it free, but the loose dirt collapses on top of you. You've never been so excited to see sunlight. You gulp down heavy swallows of air and brush the dirt out of your clothes. You break out of the forest and into the open, the trees giving way to ice and snow. However, this escape wasn't quite what you'd hoped for. On either side of you stand great walls of ice and rock, and behind you the pack of beasts. It's an alley, a perfect place to funnel prey, and you just ran right into it. Hello friends, and welcome back for some more Frosthaven. So, we've got a few things to talk about before we jump into this scenario. Nothing to really to fix yet. One thing is in this event, which is really cool. I thought that was a pretty fun little thing that went on there. What I ended up doing was I flipped. I mean, I could figure out the maze. It's pretty simple. But there's also there's an exit here, and there's a treasure right up there, which I actually almost missed. So I figured out how to get to the exit and how to get to there. I mean, it says here on the bottom that you can't communicate. So it was kind of difficult for me as a solo player to be like, well, everyone chooses this way or that way. So what I did was, knowing which letter goes to the treasure and which goes to the exit, there's only one to each. I just flipped a coin or flipped a token, and only one person went to the treasure, and which was Helene, and then Uller and Hell went to the exit. And there's a bad thing for Helene, which she has to now discard 2 cards at the beginning of the scenario. This isn't a scenario effect, it is an event effect. So I don't think she would believe that if she had, let's say, she doesn't even have it anyway, but there is a perk somewhere that you ignore. Yeah, you ignore scenario effects. Uller has that kind of a perk. She does not. So that is a negative scenario effect. This is not a negative scenario effect. This is just an effect from a road event. So anyway, this is now removed. And now we move on to, I will quickly introduce who's coming, even though I just said it. The battle goals for everyone, and a couple little setups for the scenario. First, we're bringing Helene. I said in the last episode or last scenario that I was going to bring only one. Helene is the one I'm going to bring. I think it's kind of obvious. I love, maybe if it isn't obvious, I do love this class. I think this might be my favorite of the starting. I'm really bad at her though. So I want to kind of work on it and get a little bit better with her. Again, she has merchant class, so she can go on anything that has loot. This one's going to be a little tricky because the only loot in here that I kind of want her to get are the hides. There's no metal or anything like that. However, there are some things that we can brew potions with, the herbs. The wood is, I want Hell to be picking up, if not all, then as much as possible, uh, uh, loot cards for the wood because of her searching for the oak. She has to get 8 lumber cards, and I think she only has 1 so far. Is that right? Yeah, she's only got 1. So I'd like to get that number up. Um, and then we follow something to completion, number 69, Sacred Soil. So, okay, so we're bringing both of them. I'm bringing Uller because honestly, I didn't want to bring the Blink Blade because it would be another person that needs to loot. And his battle goal is to find herbs. I'll just let him sit out. I'm bringing Uller because, well, I saw that there's hounds and polar bears, and since he's a hunter, then he'd be interested in something like this. But it was also kind of on the way to finding these unfettered, these machines, and that's what he needs to find bolt shooters and take 2 of them down. So this was kind of like an RPG move, like, hey, we're going to look for unfettered. Uller, do you want to come? And he's like, hell yeah, I do. We don't find any, but there are hounds and there are polar bears. Cool. Okay, that's right up his alley. Okay. Next, let's go through the battle goals real quick. Sluggard, perform a long rest while at maximum hit point value after you've already suffered some damage. Sure, the other ones were just really bad, so I picked this one. I thought this one might be a good one for Helene, I guess. We have ways of healing her. If she takes a hit, she can heal up and then take a long rest. Maybe we'll see. That's hers. We've already seen her, but I might as well just show her off again because I put some work in these, so I want to see them. She, since she made this crude chain armor, she has to add a -1 into her deck. So that's this one in, and the scenario effect. Where does it say scenario effects? Each character adds a -1 to their attack modifier deck. There's another one for her. That kind of sucks, but whatever. I think we have a way to hit or to attack with advantage, but I might have taken it out. Because I didn't need the light anymore. So anyway, moving on to Uller. Haven't showed this one off yet. Here he is. I like that one. You can actually see, I don't know how well you can see, but there's like some stitching in his pants. I like that. That's what I mean. Like when you do like a wash, I did blue and then some black ink wash, and then I touched up all of those edges with a dry brush with white. And it really brought all of those details out. I love that. It's such an easy thing to do. It takes a few days because you have to let everything dry, and but it's great. I think it's such a great way to do it. Actually, I got this idea from the games from Awakened Realms because they do a lot of washing and I just end up paying for that so I don't have to pay myself. And I was like, wow, it's so easy. I can actually do that, and I stopped paying them to do it for those Kickstarters. Anyway, Hunter, this is a good one for him. I figured I'll just take it. The other ones, I didn't really care. This one said Hunter, so kill one or more elites. Well, look, on the very first room, there's 3 elites. So let's take that for him. Yeah. Okay. And then for Hell, this is how she turned out. Now, pretty cool. Nothing too special. I guess she's got some interesting armor and straps and stuff like that. Oops. And then on the orb there, you can see a little bit more detail. So anyway, it's probably unfocused for you all. She has Executioner, kill an undamaged enemy with a single attack. Well, like I said, I mean, there's some imps here. They only take 3 hits. They have 3 health. So that might be a pretty easy thing to do. Okay. And then there's their -1s. I'll shuffle all those in. I want to make one more grape because this is who I am. I find it funny that it says here, shuffle all attack modifier decks. It says it way too high in the to-do list, but at the bottom it says, where does it say it? Apply any event and scenario effects is way down here. So if you follow this, the way it's read, you have to shuffle this twice in this time. You shuffle it and then it says apply the scenario effects. Oh, well, now you have to put this in. Now you have to shuffle it again. So I feel like the shuffle attack modifier should just be the very last thing. That's all. That's very nitpicky because, as I said, that's who I am. Okay, so we're going to, before I start, polar bears, we haven't seen these yet. These are pretty cool. You cannot immobilize or stun the normals or the elites, even at level 0. And the elites, even at level 0, have wounding attacks. So the only thing that changes here is the health. If you see, the health is the only thing that changes, except that the elites get to move 1 more. So it's really not that difficult. Sure, it's 6 and 10 or 10 and 14. So it's still going to be tough, but they're not as scary as I was first thinking that polar bears should be. The problem is that we can't really, there's less options for controlling them, which is cool. I like it. I like seeing that on a normal, like a non-boss monster. Okay. Anyway, let's set up. Everything is set up. Let's choose our cards. I'm going to have to take 2 cards out of Helene's hand of cards for that event, but she got 15. But she got 15 gold out of it. That's not that bad. Except we can't use the gold, except for, I guess we can use it for the building construction. And then I'll choose, obviously, the 2 cards for everyone for round 1. So the first thing to talk about is we've got these 2 cards I'm dropping, regroup and at all costs. The reason I'm dropping these is that they have no movement on them. We need to move. Okay, I don't need to move all the way out of this room and into the next in like 2 turns, but I want to be mobile. Especially she has those winged shoes and we need to jump over enemies to get into position for that new meat grinder is kind of what I'm thinking. So having allies move, and then probably not going to be bringing in the reinforcement just yet. Which brings me to my point. I'm probably not going to be bringing in the reinforcement ever. Maybe that's a big maybe. I'm bringing it just because it's a good one to have regardless. I'm also probably not going to be bringing in the torchbearer. My feeling with these kinds of scenarios is mobility is key. We're not timed, so that's something on our side, but I feel like it's best to just keep moving. We have to kill, the special rules state that we can't escape. So what we have to do is escape. We have to get to this last room, 2E, and escape. If anyone becomes exhausted, I guess even if we're in the hexes to escape, it does not matter. We will lose. And we have to kill all polar bears before escaping. I mean, I tend to kill everything in the entire map before I try to escape anyway, because experience and loot and things like that. So we'll probably end up killing everything unless it gets too hairy in that last room. We can all just find a way to jump. We've got winged shoes for both of Helene and Uller, and then we have teleportation. We can do teleportation with Hell, so we can certainly get out if it's necessary. But I'm going to be using him as the ally as much as possible. Uller and Helene are going to be working together pretty frequently, is my goal. So she can jump over, but he can also jump over the enemies so that they can do things like meat grinder and pincer movement. And they're going to be kind of working together as the tank. So if Helene is in a really bad situation, then I have Uller to kind of switch, and they can Uller can take a hit or two before switching back while she heals up. What was the other thing? So he's going to be more of a ranged class this time, while also taking hits. We'll get to what that means in a minute. So, okay, going late for everyone because these are all so far away. The only one that can actually attack us is this imp back here. I guess this one, both of them, because this is number 6. So this one could go 1, 2, 3, and then it has range on Helene, and this one can also move. Actually, kind of small tangent here. When I set up a scenario, I like to see if they all get to move at +0, let's say, where do they end up? I kind of like to do that for a lot of scenarios, just to say like, oh, well, all of them will kind of be bunched up in this corner. How can we exploit that? Now, it doesn't mean that they're all going to move at +0, but if that's the case, let's all go slow. They're going to come to us eventually, probably, and then we'll hit them, or we'll prepare back here for the next round. So 83, unbreakable wall for Helene. We'll get that ready as we're going to prepare. Resolve courage. This was just a card that I was like, I don't know if I'm going to use it. It has a very fast initiative, and that would be really nice. But actually, if there's a situation like right now to use it, then I'll use it. And I'll skip this for now. No, that's not a good choice, but to make an attack of 3 while pinning some, maybe 1 or 2 of these, maybe I'll do it, and it could even kill one. Then at 90 is Uller, and we're going to take Unbreakable. I just noticed that. Unbreakable wall. We're going to take this, And then we're going to take precision aim and go for a more ranged build, I guess, engine this time around. So we're going to be going for taking hits or mitigating damage while being more focused on range. Yeah, at 90. And then at 82, whoops, at 82 is Hell. And I'm using Call to the Abyss. I'm probably going to do this top one so that I don't have to worry about placing them. I can just run and place. I don't have to place one and then use it and then wait a really long time. Maybe this will work. I also have Call of Doom. I don't know. Oh, this was a move of 3 bringing in darkness. So a lot of preparation. We have the space. Let's get prepared. So she's going before Helene. Okay, so let's see what they're doing. Let's see here. Snow Imps are phasing out. Yeah, so they're not even, they're not doing anything. So we have plenty of time. They're going to bring in something that I want. I don't really want anything, to be honest. Yeah, the only thing that I can use is Hell's Darkness. So that's strange. I'd kind of wanted them to move, but then we've got the polar bear is a low slash. Don't really have to worry about that because it's just going to move 1, I think. Yeah, it has a movement of 2, so it's moving just 1. We have plenty of space here. That's at 14. Clearly, they're both going before us, so they will phase out. Not even going to keep that on here because they're not going to move. Bringing in, I mean, is there really anything to bring in here? I don't have a way of using air. No, okay, so it doesn't matter. We'll bring in light, sure. Then let's see, low slash. The polar bear is going to go. He's going to move 1. There he goes. That's it. Polar bear is done. Now it goes to Deathwalker. Whoops. So we will do that thing that I was saying. This doesn't give her any experience. This is what I mean. Like, experience is difficult to get. It used to be pretty simple. Oh, this burns, or this is a persistent. You get 1 or 2. Cool. Nope, not in this case. And then a movement of 3 with darkness. So we'll put this. We'll get that ready, and we can move up to 3. Now, where do we want to go? Honestly, I don't know. I guess we'll just use our extent and kind of 1, 2, 3. I don't want her to be out there though. So she's gonna have to go really early and then move away or something like that. I'm gonna take that back. I'm just gonna move up 1. Just 1. I don't want them to be too safe back here. We want to kind of close in a little bit. Yeah, so we'll sit here with Hell. Okay, then we will put out the unbreakable wall. That gives, see, like what I mean, 2 experience. So that's 2 XP up front. And we're just going to be skipping that resolve charge. And then finally, Uller, let's get those 2 ready. Unbreakable and precision aim. And I want to remind myself right now out loud to you guys, after we perform just 1, I want to put it back so that I can get experience to just toggle back here between 1 and 2. That would be ideal. Yeah. If not, then I'm going to wait maybe. I guess this isn't bad, but I'm not getting XP for doing that. I want to either toggle here or at 3, 4. Both of them can do that, so that's nice. It's just something to keep in mind. Maybe one can toggle back, and it's like, we'll do that one, and we'll let the other one catch up. So, all right, that's it for round 1. Just a lot of preparation. We see what's ahead of us. Let's not jump in too crazily, right? Let's go on to round 2. Okay, so we're starting off early at 28 with Hell so that she can make the attack and then get out of there with Eclipse. Black Barrage for the attack, Eclipse for the movement out. A move 4 really isn't that necessary, but I don't know what else to go for with. I wanted a movement card that didn't have anything that I wanted to use on the top, and I don't want this one yet. So that's what we're going to go for. Then 61, again, I'm kind of waiting for them. I don't want them to just sit up here forever. I don't think they can phase out again. Yeah, so continuous health for a ranged attack and then move it back, and some movement. I don't know if I'm going to do, we'll see which one I go for. Maybe I do it the other way around, like a default 2 with a poisoning attack, or I can just move that back immediately. We'll see what, of course, what they're going to be doing and where they are. And then 67 for Helene, tip of the spear and set for the charge. Again, I don't know if I like the idea of this move, like using this for going late, but I didn't want to charge in and then just die. So I'll do it this way. We have plenty of movement to get into position, and then like everyone has kind of plenty of movement to get into a position here if need be, so that we can maybe use tip of the spear. Yeah, that's my thought. So let's see what they're doing. The imp, rotten sting. Of course they're doing that. They just brought it in light, and now they're going to use it. Oh, darkness. Yeah, we have darkness too. Rotten sting. So we know this one fairly well. They're going to move around a little bit. That's enough for this one to get stuck. I think they have a move. No, they have a movement of 3. Never mind. I'm looking at this other one. It's not going to be a lot of damage, but with all of them poisoning, it could be, and there's some brittles in there. So this one's actually kind of rotten, as it states. 43, and then that polar bear, hasty assault again. This time he's actually coming to us, so that's good. We've got something to do. He's going to hell, but that means it's going to be a weaker attack. Let's just do it. I don't know why I'm just talking about it, but 13 is faster than her, so it has a movement of 2, make it 3. So yeah, 1, 2, 3. And then it's an attack of -1, a 0. They attack at 3, -1 is just 2 damage. Okay, it's not that good because I was just thinking about the boots of speed. I did already pull this, but it's at 13 and her initiative is 28. So the boots of speed would have given her 18. It's still not fast enough. So 2 damage. That puts her at 4 damage. We can't really let her take any more hits. That's it, guys. That's it. Deathwalker up now. Hell. So where do I want to be? I can tell you where I don't want to be, and that's where we are right now. But we have this range where we could make an attack against quite a bit out there. But I don't want her to be the focus anymore. I hate saying this, but I might run behind so that she's not the focus of any of these attacks. Because at the moment, these have movements of 3, 1, 2, 3, and the range is 3. So we could have 1, 2, 3, 2 attacks coming from that. That could potentially kill her. So we're gonna back up. Yes, but before we do, we want to call the Abyss on whoever we're going to attack. During your and your summon's attacks, before drawing an attack modifier card, you place 1 character token on the target of the attack. When that enemy dies, place 1 in or adjacent to the hex occupied. So let's say if I could reach all the way back here, I would probably do it so that I could make like a pretty big attack next turn against a bunch of them. That's not the case. The first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have a range of 5 because of darkness, 4 plus 1. It's an attack of 3. I kind of want to see if I can put some damage back here. That's the one I can reach. I mean, I could put it onto this, but I feel like putting it behind them is even better, or like where they're going to cluster, so I can make a bunch of attacks next. So I'm going to put it on number 7. I guess I can just put it there. So we'll make this attack then. It's an attack of 2 plus 3, plus 1. Plus 1, so that's 4 damage. Man, if only, if only. That is number 7 with 4 damage. I just needed 1 more. If I pulled a plus 2 in this case, yeah, 1 XP, and that's it. And now we run away. So 1, 2, 3, back behind everybody. I just said we want to be mobile. But since they're attacking now, we need to be getting away from all that. Now she can't be their focus. Oh, but they're attacking too. She's going to be their focus. Yeah. So number 6, it's a movement of 0. Their movement is 3. The elites are. So 1, 2, 3. That one can only hit Helene. All right, so onto Helene. That's a plus 0. Let me get these brittles ready. That is an attack of 2. Minus 1 for Rotten Sting, plus a 0, so that's 1. Unbreakable Wall drops that to 0, but still brittle and poison. Yes. Okay, next is number 7. 1, 2, 3. This one is going to be attacking. I don't think I can do that anymore. That is going to be attacking Britta. Hell. So, but it's going to first attack with a plus 1, Helene. Okay, so that is an attack of 2. Minus 1 is 1. 2 for this. 3. So much stuff going on here. 2. And then I'll use my crude chain armor to get rid of those last 2, making it 0. The poison and the brittle then stay. A new one doesn't get on her for that. Okay, now for Hell. Minus 1, good. Okay, well, she's still, it's an attack of 2, minus 1, minus 1, so 0 damage, but she is brittled and poisoned. So we'll have to take those off quick. Oops. Then the other ones are not going to be in range. 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 1, 2. Just continue in that path. All right. That was a little dangerous. A little dangerous. Okay. Next up is Uller. So I think what I want to do is I'd like to start laying into the polar bear. The problem is that this imp is almost dead. Number 7, was it? Yeah, number 7. And that's the one that's going to put a token out for her. Now, why do we care about something like that? Well, this is one reason right there. So let's do it. We're gonna make this attack against that imp, but I need to move first. I think I see something interesting here. So I need to move first. A move 4. Oh man, yeah, that's not what I want. I do want this, so I can get some experience and then we just move it back again. But if I walk too close to it, then I might not be able to kill it. But it's an attack of 3. I'm gonna go for it. 1, 2. behind that polar bear. Let's do that with this. You'll see why in a minute, why I'm doing it this weird way. We're going to attack at disadvantage, a 0 or a -2. It's okay because we only need to do 1 damage. That went really well. It looked really bad, but it actually worked really well. Because of precision aim, our attack gets +1 range. Oh, it gets +1 range and 1 damage. Well, it's too late. I've already pulled the cards. I definitely wouldn't have done that if I knew it was going to be +1 range as well. So that's an attack of 3, -2 is 1, which is all as needed to kill it. Man, I'm being stupid. 1 range is fantastic. That makes way more sense. I thought it was just 1 damage, and I thought, well, that kind of sucks. It's not that great. It helps, sure, but it's not that great. Because her token is on it, it died, meaning we get to place this down there. We also get to put a token, a loot token, right there, and that one's dead. So he has already fulfilled Hunter. Fantastic. Yeah, that is very fantastic. While also, and a good thing is that he pulled a -2 and still fulfilled it. Then he gets to move his token back, which puts precision aim right back there at the beginning so that we can get some more experience out of it. We do gain 1 experience for that. Okay. Yeah, I'm being dumb, but there we go. It's now dead, and we've put 1 out for her, which is really good. And what's about to happen is even better. Now, Helene is moving up with set for the charge. We charge into here, so we will be picking up that loot. And then tip of the spear against both of these imps right there. That worked out pretty well. I didn't think that it was going to work, but I wanted to see them cluster and figure out a way to do it. And there we go. It worked out. So we'll draw 2 attacks. We'll do 6 and then 8, and then gain some experience for that. So that's an attack of 3, 6. That's only a 1. Sorry, that's 2 damage. Oh, that's actually, yeah, one of the ones I put in right there, that icon. Shuffled it right to the top, as I like to do. So 2 damage onto, was it number 6? And then 2 damage onto number 8. They're softening up. That's all that matters. And we gain some experience out of it. And there we go. Oh, I did have my, during your melee attack ability, I can use that. I probably would have used it. Well, it's too late to pick and choose which one it would have gone on. Maybe I'll try and use it on the polar bear anyway. Probably a better idea. All right, so that's it for that round. Things are going kind of smoothly. We're making progress. We've already taken an imp out. I'd really like to take these imps out very quickly. Very, very quickly. And then, of course, that polar bear is going to be pretty dangerous. So obviously, the name of the game is kill everything and then move on. So at least that's what it should have been called. Oh, loot. Let's pick that loot up. That one is, oh man, some lumber. Okay, well, that's fine. I just really wanted as many of those to go into Hell's pocket. So anyway, there we go. 1. Let's see what we can do here round 3. So we'll be starting off at 23 with Uller, draining arrows. We will be staying right where we are, but since we have that +1 to range, I can actually make an attack against, well, against this one as well. So that is going to be, I guess, weak-ish attacks, but still 2 damage at range 3, targeting 3, but the muddle is key here. That's key. And then we can help out somebody, yeah, someone, one of our allies here, and then putting our token back again on precision aim. Then at 32, combined efforts for the attack that we're standing right next to the polar bear. Let's make that attack, and then we'll use our sword this time. So maybe I should do something like this, just so that I know. And another way of healing and moving around. I don't know if we're going to move much, but this, I hope, is a good attack against the polar bear, and we can start reducing his health significantly this round. And I just pulled a little audible, actually. Before Helene, I'm going to be bringing her up, let's see here, at 26. And we'll do this. Everyone's healing. I think it's okay, but I want to be bringing in darkness is kind of the other thought here. So anyway, rest in the shade, and I want to bring this in first so that makes the second attack against the polar bear even stronger. I wish I could do it earlier, but well, I can because of the boots of speed. So let's see what the polar bear and what they're going to do. Maybe I will go before. Maybe I'll go before Uller if it's not so bad. If it is bad, then I'll be sticking behind. And I need to remember that I have this protective scepter. The one thing about it is that it's an ally only within range 2. She can't use it for herself. So I need to remember that I have that. Okay. Imp. Nothing special. That's still kind of painful. It's nothing special. 37 is later than everyone. Okay. And then also nothing special. Okay. And then even later. I don't want her to be going then, because if the polar bear makes the attack against her, she is certainly dead. So I can't have that. I will have Uller be its focus at this time. So unfortunately, she's going to be the focus of all of this. So maybe we move her out of the way, and if that's the case, or yeah, so that they can split it up a little bit. First, let's do draining arrows. This will help out. Let's go for. We'll do the bad one first at disadvantage. We gain experience for this. It is now an attack of 2 with disadvantage, which is really bad. -1. So it's 1 damage instead of 4. Would have been really cool. Or pulling that against anybody else. What number are you for? So 1 damage on, and experience, which I just took. Next, we'll do 6 and then 8. So 6 is a +2, that's 4 damage. So that thing's not dead yet. Oh no, it is dead. Number 6 has already 2 damage on it, so great work there. Less incoming damage. Now he's killing more and more elites. That's good. And then for number 8, a +1 again, also killing that one because it's an attack of 1 +1 for precision aim. Maybe I should have done this, but our first attack, our second attack, and now our third attack. So we're getting a second or third total experience from that, which is pretty sweet. And then that was 1, 2, 3 damage onto number 8. It already has 2 damage on it, so that one is also dead. Well done, man. Yeah, this is awesome. 2 elite, all 3 of the elite imps are dead now. Then, crushing weight bottom, we're going to be doing this. Who do we want? Who do I want to put that on? I guess I will do that for Hell. It's just going to be removing these, but she's behind, and because we've got Helene coming up next, also with a heal, then I don't really have to worry. We can take those off. That was that. We get to move 1 token back onto precision aim, so now it's back onto the 3rd slot. And don't move, you're all done. Now it's Hell. So Hell is going to move and then poison. 1, 2, we'll keep it behind everything else. I was considering to bring her around, but it's really no difference. That is now poisoned. And instead of, oh no, I'm still gonna do this. Yeah. Because I was considering to just make the attack, but I want to bring in darkness. I think it's going to be better that I continue bringing in darkness. So we'll use that darkness, I hope, if we can go early enough. If we can't, we're screwed. And we just help them out. And then we can heal 2 for anyone that is occupying hexes with that and self. So if anyone is occupying either her and or enemies, allies, then we can heal 2. Well, that gets rid of all of that stuff for Helene, but more importantly, darkness. And now combining effort. It's poisoned, and like I said, we will use my heavy sword. So this makes it an attack of 4 plus the poison is 5, and then we wound it. Oh, okay, she did not attack. So yeah, that's one thing I have to keep in mind about this. Before drawing an attack modifier, you can place a token on the target of the attack. We can't just place a token. We have to be making an attack. That was kind of another reason why maybe I didn't want to do this for the darkness, but I can maybe do it later for one of them, next round, that is. So anyway, let's make this attack. Son of a... It's wounded, and we get experience. Okay, it's wounded. Let's be happy that it's wounded. Let's be happy. Okay, and then I'd like to use this. It has a really bad range. So I think what I might do, though, is go 1, 2, 3. Whoops. We're going to go around this so that I can put it onto her. That way she can start the healing process and regenerate. That's good. Okay. Nothing special first for the imps at 37 now. Snow imps are going to, let's see here, we're going to have you come up to this corner. I'm pretty sure, yeah, you've got line of sight onto Uller there with a 0. So it's an attack of 2, -1 for unbreakable, giving an experience. And then, just 2 damage, 1, 2. And then, oh, sorry, 1. 1. We have this traveling cloak. This is why I'm confused here, because he started off with 10, and then this says that it has 11, and I was like, wow, does he have 11? He has 10 because of Unbreakable, and an experience for that 1, 2, and also Brittle, which is bad for what's about to come. The Drifter went first, so he's going to go 1, 2, and then +1. That Brittle is really bad here. It's an attack of, oh, sorry, it's an attack of 1. It's just the normal. So that first one, because of Unbreakable, nothing happened. Now we have an attack of 1, make it 2 with that. The Unbreakable, we drop that down 1, and then Brittle makes it 2 damage. Now he's at 9. Brittle now gets removed. Okay. That's what I mean. I want both of them to be soaking some hits. Maybe I should have left her up there, but I don't know why I walked away with her. I shouldn't have. Oh, well, to get her back up. Okay, now it's the polar bear's turn. The polar bear is going to be attacking the drifter as well. This was a stupid idea, wasn't it? That Brittle actually comes back from that last attack. My goodness, this was a really bad idea. Just to get Hell some health. Okay. Son of that's an attack of 4. -1 from Unbreakable. So that's 3 damage. Times 2 because of the Brittle makes it 6. I'm going to take that damage. He's now at 3 because I'm just going to go slow with him now. He should not be the one taking damage. That was a my bad, guys. A my bad. And I will be doing it again, don't worry. So yeah, definitely should have just stayed over here to soak up these 2 hits. And then this one was always going to be attacking Uller. So after Uller and Hell helped Helene out, who should be the one taking hits, she just ran away. Okay. Well, some shuffling to do, and we'll come back for round 4. I told you I would forget to use that. I'm not going to, I'm punishing myself. So going first with Uller, who has no remorse from what just happened. Well, because he's the one that got pelted, I guess. So move, heal, heal. That's what he's going to do. He's going to heal right back up. That's 5 right there. Then at 22 is Helene. Yep. Let's get this. I think from where she's standing, she could either go here or here, and then attack with that against this. This better go through. We'll use this for the movement. Then at 34, to look at those imps back there, we'll go move all of them up to 1 hex, and then perform this. It's an attack of 3 against 2 targets at range 2. Well, if she moves over onto that, onto her shadow, she'll be able to do that. Then we can move it up 1. I'm hoping that we'll be able to bring in another shadow by killing one of those. We have to pick which one we're going to kill. That's tough. Okay, Imp. Calculated strike, but going really late, so I'm hoping that they're both dead. And then the polar bear, please go late. Full force. Oh, and that means we can't use any gear. Okay. At 29, which is before her, it's okay. It's fine. I'm hoping, because we have let's say we can move Uller away, he's not going to be the one taking that hit. So Uller is going first, as I said. Let's heal up 3. 1, 2, 3. And then move somewhere and then heal 2 more. I think what I'm going to have him do is this 1, 2, and really I'm putting faith in my in hell here that that's going to work, and I just locked it in by pulling a hide. Okay, I'm not going back on that now. And that's 2 more health. So if it gets really bad, then we have unbreakable. Yeah. Okay. So now it's her turn. Helene, let's go. Let's move 2. So 1, 2. Did I take the damage last time? Nothing special. No, I did not take the damage for that. That's important here. And it's poison too. Okay. And now an attack of 5 with muddle. 0. So that is an attack of 5. I don't have my sword. I kind of wish I should have done that maybe with the renewing potion. But yeah. Because I could have gotten my chain armor and the sword, and I'll probably still do it, but maybe since now I've done it, I'll just wait for a long rest. So 5, 6 because of the poison, and wouldn't you know it, that's not enough. So 6 damage at least. I mean, that's pretty decent, right? And it connected this time, and it connected. That's the important thing that I should be focusing on. It connected. I shouldn't be mad that it's not enough to kill it. It has 8 out of 10. So we need 3 more damage, 2 more damage. And you're muddled for your attack, which is helpful because it's about to hit. It's an attack of 4, and it's going on to her. So. Yeah, well, let's see here. She's at full health. She's got nothing to complain about. So, oh, now it's the polar bear's turn. A -1 or -1. Okay. It would have been nice to see something other than a -1 with that, but I'll take it. So that gets rid of full force. It's an attack of 3. -1 for unbreakable, and then we'll use the heater shield. So that's 3, 2, 1 damage. Not bad at all. Now it is Hell's turn. Let's see it. Move 2. 1, 2, and then I forgot that it takes another damage. You guys aren't screaming loud enough. So we're at 9. So it's dead. It's dead now. Yeah, it's dead. This is now going to move 1. So it's going to slide underneath him because it says move all up to 1 hex. Then this top, I will use darkness. So that's an attack of 3 against 2 targets at range 2. Giving her 1 experience. That regen also brings up to full health again. I'm going to place mine on number 9 here. Let's do 10 because messy. Let's do number 10. So let's see about killing number 10. I will pull for number 9 first. So if I can kill both of them, that would be perfect. Otherwise, I hope I at least kill 10. So 9 first is a -1. Okay. So that's only 2 damage, but it's important that it's number 9 and not number 10. There it is. There it is. Nice. So 3 damage from this. Number 10 is full of life, enjoying himself thoroughly when hell came and ripped his soul away and put a shadow out. I love it. So that means that this is a dead, and then this one is going to make 1 attack against poor Uller for, no, it doesn't. It does not. Thank you. Thank you. Because that +1 would have hurt my feelings. Calculated strike, all done. Okay. So Executioner has been fulfilled, which is also very nice. This can come off. We've got 2 shadows on just for killing some, or calling these beings into the abyss. Love it. All right. Now, unfortunately, we've got to take a long rest with her now because she doesn't have any cards left. Her health points are at 11 out of 12, so she's not getting sluggered yet. We still have time to do that though. All right. Yeah, I guess that's it for that round. We do have some cards for both Uller and Hell. So let's see about killing this, moving to the door. She's going to sit here. She is being a kind of a sluggard, even though she isn't fulfilling that. Yeah, we'll move her up soon. There's 2 tokens right there, so Hell's going to come and pick those up for sure. So we're starting off with Uller at 14. Nope. At 19 with Destructive Fury. I brought this card along because I figured this would be great with Unbreakable. It would make it, now it's even better because it's in range of 3, but an attack of 4 at range 3 targeting the triangle formation. But even this top one, I burn it no matter what. But again, the only way for him to get experience is by using his tracks. So I probably want to be using that bottom one. But for now, it's a default action with 19 still really good. Then sustain momentum. So we're just going to move up and make an attack against that one and bring back one of our tokens. Then at 46 is Hell back there. We will well, it says loot. Oh, you know what? I'm going to go at 96, loot, and then teleport to a hex with that. So this will be dead, I think, at initiative 96. I'm pretty sure it will be dead. Then I can loot that, teleport to here, pick those up, and then that's her turn. So we'll go at 96. That's even better. And I've got this if I need it to protect. If there is an attack, then we at least have that. And then a long rest for the Banner Spear, of course. Imp. Snow Imp is going to move and heal. Let's make sure that doesn't happen, but it is going later than the Drifter, so we have a chance to kill it. And then he's going to go into hibernation. Well, that's too bad because he's going to die before that happens anyway. Yeah, that's too bad. But I really like it. I think it's nice that he's going so early, I guess. I feel like hibernation should be going slow and just do like a heal 10 or something like that. Yeah, well, anyway. So that thing goes first and it dies. I guess 96 was slow enough for that. is what I mean. I'm going to be cleaning this room before we leave anyway. Polar bear is dead. Then it goes to the drifter. So let's move up with a 1-2 and then attack 2, hopefully connecting. Why did I say it? Why did I say it at all? I think that's the second time I've put it to the top of the deck. It's not the very top, but I drew it pretty close to the top. Okay, I mean, we get to put back one of our tokens. This thing isn't going to be hitting us, so it's fine, I guess. I do have this Amulet of Life. I'm going to keep it for if this thing does attack, then I at least have a way of getting rid of that brittle. Okay, well, now she's just going to have some fun. So loot, and then teleport, and that top is just going to go away. I know I just did this out of order, so this is going to stay right where it is, and then heal off those 2 there. Yep. Then she teleports to up here. It does say to any, right? Yeah, teleport to a hex with a shadow. We keep the shadow on, important, and then we pick up 2 more because we end our we do end of turn looting. 3. Let's hope that there's at least 1 in this one lumber. Hide money. All she wants is wood, and I can't give it to her. She's just not freaking getting it. And then, of course, Aline is the one that picked up the first one. So, okay, well, hide will work for something. Okay. Then I'm dropping this. So we're not going to see the reinforcement come in. I don't think I'm going to need it in this particular scenario because I have Uller there. I'm going to try and use Uller as much as possible for that. So anyway, we're dropping that, and she's going to heal up and then get back her chain. Oh, she got a lot of stuff back here. Her accrued chain armor, the heavy sword, and the heater shield. That's not bad. Okay. And then that is the end of round, is it 5? I've kind of already lost count. So yeah, we've done some good work here. This thing is just being kind of pesky, but maybe we've got a way of killing it now. But she has to take a rest anyway, so yeah. But she's in a good position to use the protective scepter if Uller or somebody gets hit right there. So anyway, let's see what we can do here. I guess in 6. I think it's 6. So we're going to go first with Aline at 6, set for the charge and combined effort. We can just 1, 2, 3, 4, and then hit this. I hope that's enough. It is enough, but we can get screwed. But that wound, if we pull a -1, then that wound will finish it off anyway. So then we have Uller going to heal himself a little bit and then move the character tokens on 2 of the persistent abilities backwards 1 slot. Come on. I don't think I've even played these yet. I've always been using the bottom actions because the other one is unbreakable. That's at 14, and then long rest, of course, for Deathwalker, for Hell. That's the Rotten Sting. It's only going to be 1 attack at 43, but that is after us. So Banner Spirit, let's finish this off. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on. This is ridiculous. I should have used the sword just to make sure. That's 1 damage onto number 9. And what's even worse is that, yeah, it's wounded. It has 1 more turn after this. So we can just walk away at this point, because it's kind of, I've had enough, right? Whoops. Now we go to the Drifter. Did I get her experience for that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is where I'm at. Let's heal and do what I said. So we're up to 1, 2, and he doesn't need to use the Amulet of Life. No, I mean, he doesn't even need to use it. There's no reason to, so let's not do it. And then put it back 1 for both precision aim and unbreakable. That does put it here on that one that I don't want to do, but maybe I'm able to push it back 1 more and bring it back. So anyway, let's change this. Let's change that up a little bit. Okay, so where are we? That's it. Now it's going to, well, first take a hit, and then it's going to back up and make an attack against Helene with a +2. This game is just really wants me to be angry. It survived and then really hit us. So it's an attack of 1, -1, +2 is the, makes it a 2. Well, unbreakable drops that. And to be honest, I'm going to just take the 1 damage. We have ways of getting rid of it. The problem, of course, is that now I have poison and brittle again. So just can't seem to shake it. All right, Deathwalker, we're dropping the one that I just used that brought in so much happiness, or I guess it made me giddy at first, and then it broke my heart. So anyway, I'm dropping it. I'm not going to be bringing in this Shadow Beast at this time. So it is one that is like we can reuse it over and over, but I kind of want to just leave these on here for some time. I don't see using it. And I do have another way to teleport. So that's kind of the reason why I'm going with that. Okay. That's it for that round. That's it. Let's continue on. So yeah, kill this thing, open the door in the next round. All right, so we're going to start off with Helene. She's going to bust down that door because we can't sit here at all. We have to open this door. Helene is always in this situation where I'm kind of low on her cards. I feel like it did not help that at the beginning we started with 2 less, so that definitely didn't help. We're going to open the door with this so that I can get rid of the poison and the brittle, and this is a throwaway card. I really want to use this, but I don't see it happening. Maybe I'm being kind of dumb about that, but yeah, I want to keep all of these. I was going to do this and just hope for the best, but because of Unbreakable Wall, the range is -1. So this would be a range of 2. That means 1, 2, 3. Let's do that then. 1, 2, 3. I get 1 hex in, and then I get to shoot 2 hexes away, which doesn't get me very far into the room. And it is the next one coming up is a hallway. So you'll see here in a minute. Maybe there's an enemy there. Maybe there's 2, but to make this worth it, I don't know. So I want to see them bunch up. And so I'm going to use that probably next turn once they are bunched up, or I see where they are at least. Then we have at 28. If this is fast enough, then I will make an attack of 3 against the imp. And in that case, I'll put another token out if I can kill it. If it's not, then okay. Then I just start moving. I don't know if I want to do this. I feel like I want to have like 4 or 5 out before I start doing this one. So maybe I do this later, but if I can do this, that's an attack of 3. And then I can move all 3 of them up to 2 hexes. So that's my thought there. And then, of course, long rest for Uller. Let's see now what the imp is going to do. Of course, screw me over completely. Yeah, of course. It's going to try and heal again. So it's at 42, which is after 28. So I don't even have to use her boots, which is something. Okay, so let's open up that door, see what's behind it, while getting rid of some nasty stuff, and that's not going to be helpful. So 1, 2, 3, and then get rid of the stuff. 1, 2,